rose or the white bronzo, or up top, you will see a choice that allows you to get the necklace, which again, I'm just gonna give you, is an 18-inch chain from which the beautiful encrusted, you'll see the rope border Lira hangs. And this is another example of fresh from the fair. We don't even have it ready to ship out yet.
And you know, we've had several fresh from the fair all day today, and we're limited on the number that we can do, but this is one of my all-time favorites that I found at the fair, because if you look at this, and you're looking at the coin pendant right now, but the bangle to me is what captured my eye, because you have 10 bangles, 5 diamond cut, 5 polished bangles that are all interlocked together and all connected by that one charm, which is the Lira. The Lira, which is so popular. The Lira has become more and more popular the longer it's out of existence. It went out of existence in 2001, and I remember when I was there in 2001 how sad the people were, because the Lira had lineage, had history to them.
Yeah, it's a form of national pride.
National pride. And so I always look at the coin, the Lira coin, as if it was made for jewelry, and they looked at it that way. So here you have these 10 bangles connected with this beautiful bale that holds this Lira coin, and it's this dangle that drops down, and it's just made so well. It's so well made, and it's beautiful. And I think that if we had done them all polished, it wouldn't have worked. If we'd done them all diamond cut, it didn't work.
Agreed.
The fact that we did 5 polished and 5 diamond cut, it looks so sophisticated, so high end, so couture. And they're already voting yes on this, and they're finding it so popular.
We talked about this earlier with the other bracelet. By the way, we're extraordinarily busy on the phone lines. This is advanced order, just fresh off of the fair in Vicenza that David came from, the leading fair that takes place every single year that we attend, and we follow all of the trends, and they launched some of the most cutting edge things going on in fine metals and fine jewelry. This is the idea when we talked about the other bracelet earlier, that the coin that is their source of national pride and has been circulated and passed through so many hands and so many places, it tells a story.
It really does. And you know, where that coin has been, who's touched that coin, where it is exchanged as money, as legal tender, and now we have the coin that has been set in this beautiful setting of bronze, and with those bangles that come around and kind of are scrunched or squinched together, in a form that is just so beautiful, and it just is so sophisticated. To me, again, I go to Florence once a year. I'm on the Ponte Vecchio, and there's shops after shops after shops, and I would walk in and find a bracelet like this that would be a one of a kind. They would have one piece, and it would be cost prohibitive. You couldn't even afford it. It probably would be an 18 karat gold, and now you're able to get this at a fraction of that price. It's $74. It's event priced, and we're so excited that this is one of our fresh from the fair that's event priced, because we didn't use event pricing on a lot of fresh from the fair. But then if you're picking up the bangle, you also have the pendant to go along with that as well.
I realize this is a bit much, what's happening on my wrist, but if you can and you want to, who's going to judge? Not me. I've layered all of my rows together. And I just wanted to show you, because what David was pointing out was so key. You know, we haven't had any other bangles in this 3-hour show, and we won't be. And the beauty of all of these nested together, free form, fluid moving, that really gives you the look of layering, and yet they all kind of come together and kiss just at that point, that huge oversized Lira. And as I turn it over, you know, it's so important to see the underside of it, so you can really see, wow, that is a true coin. And I love that you guys did the border on that.
Yep, and we matched the color of the coin, so we plated the color of the coin to match the bronze color, which is the bronze through and through in this case. So I think that makes it just come together. Attention to detail is very important on this piece. The factory that did this for us, actually it involved 3 different factories. One that gave us that manufactures the bangles, the other one that does the diamond cutting, and then the other one that does the bale and the coin combined together. So 3 different factories came together to make this one product for us, and we got it as a fresh from the fair. We have the only samples here. We're going to make it to order. You know, you don't pay for it until you receive it, and so that's the beauty of the fresh from the fair.
So cool. talk about a one-of-a-kind piece. No two coins tell the same story.
No two coins tell the same story. I love that.
Repubblica Italia, it's just so great. And you know, we didn't mean to focus all of our attention on the bangle, whilst it is incredibly unique, the way it is assembled, but obviously there is that 18-inch chain with the pendant on it. Of course, you can take the pendant off if you so choose. Oh my gosh, but why would you? And I was telling the story earlier, David, and I think I told you this when we met for the show, that I grew up partially in Mexico, and there are these countries and cultures where it is considered a real national pride and source of status to own even as a native coin jewelry. So whether it's an Aztec coin or Italian lira, or it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful category of jewelry, even for Italians, not just for those of us outside the country that want to own a piece of their culture.
Yeah, I mean, it's really well stated, and I think it has meaning to the person who owns the lira, and that's why the lira has been so popular since the euro has come in as their main legal currency. And we've been using the lira in different formats, but we've never done anything like this. And when I saw the 10 bangles together, because you would expect maybe 3 bangles and a coin, maybe 4 bangles, but for that price to get 10 bangles and that coin is just unbelievable. And it's why it's so popular today.
It's terrific. So here's a reminder. This is fresh from the fair. It has not been made yet. Whether you choose the bangles or whether you choose the necklace, it will be made and shipped May 11th. Not many to go around. It is done and set in the Bronzo. You're choosing yellow, white, or rose. The necklace is 18 inches long. The bangles, of course, fit over the hand and the wrist, and it is fresh from the fair, so it is truly not something, yet again, that if you've shopped QVC or even traveled, that you've seen until just now. So we thank David so much, too, because it's just brilliant what you brought us all day long.
Well, I mean, it just goes to show the innovativeness, the innovative qualities that the Italians bring us, because they just are design, innovation, technology, and just the way their minds work is very different than the rest of the world. That's why they are the leaders in the world when it comes to bringing the fashion to the rest of the world.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. And it's $34, please, really, for the bangles? Come on. David, thank you.
Thank you.
So the necklace is $74. Stay on the phone lines for that. So we may take another look at this. Yes, we may, my friends. The Byzantine bracelet. This is obviously the most intricate of all woven chains. Bronzo Italia means you're choosing the rose, the white, or the yellow. Customer top rated means women love this bracelet. It's at an event price of $84 only until the Vicenza event is going on, and for easy payments of $21 and change. You also have to choose your length on that. The texture is kind of the interesting thing, because you don't typically see a textured Byzantine. Your eye, it plays tricks on your eyes, how those links are assembled, and it's beautiful. So if we have time, we'll bring that back, because we told you the story about Byzantine earlier and you may have missed it. We're also gonna have our friend Carlo here. He comes to us from Arezzo. He brings us something that is just beautiful. It basically looks like someone took crushed diamonds and rolled jewelry in it. It's really great. Hey, we had these earlier, and you guys have been calling and asking if we could bring them back, so we are. These are an ear climber. They are a vine design. They come to you from Vicenza silver. That is, of course, Italian-made silver. So when you see the silver, you think gold out of Italy. No, these are the same factories that make the gold now making the silver. And in the choices that look like gold, they actually are, essentially, because underneath the rose and the yellow